Hey YouTube, Grunt Reviews, we are back in the studio. This is one I have been wanting to get my hands on for a long time. This will be our tabletop and unboxing of the Ruger 57 pistol. Guys, as always, go down below, hit like, hit subscribe, share us with your friends, drop a comment, and if you like what we're doing for you here at the channel, there is a link down in the description to our Buy Me a Coffee page, and let's get into it. Well, let's go ahead and get this bad boy out of the box and see what all we get with it. So, it is nice that they do still give you a plastic case, although it is a little bit flimsy. It is still a nice touch over just a cardboard box like most firearms seem to be coming with these days. Does, of course, come with all of your paperwork, owner's manual, warranty card, and for those of you who like this sort of thing, does come with a sticker. In the box, of course, we do get a pistol. We get two magazines. One comes in the firearm, one comes in the little pouch. We get a trigger lock for it. We get a chamber flag. And then we do get the removable tray with a little bit of storage underneath it. And it does appear, looking at the bottom of this, that this is a flambeau case, and it is American made, so that at least is a nice little touch. Let's move all this stuff out of the way and take a gander at this bad boy. So, the Ruger 57 is one of Ruger's new offerings. It is a semi-automatic pistol chambered in 5.7 by 28. Does come with a 20-round magazine or a 10-round magazine for those of you who live in the more restrictive states. Starting from top to bottom, really do like this. Does come with a very bright and well-sized green front fiber combined with a blacked out adjustable rear sight. So this is adjustable for windage and elevation. They do give you a nice little lightning cut in the slide. And something else to mention with this too, Ruger sells a few plates for this, and there's some aftermarket companies that have come out with some as well. But this pistol is very easy to mount a micro red dot sight on, so an RMR, a Hollow Sun, any of the SIG optics. If you can find a plate for your footprint, which by now they're all out there, you can very easily mount an MRDS to this. Overall, fit and finish look very nice on the slide and the metalwork in that. Does come with a 1911 style ambidextrous safety, and as you can see, it does have a nice little red marking there for fire, and does have, maybe a little hard to see in the camera, does have a little S when it is on safe. For those of you familiar with the 1911 platform, the safety is very intuitive and it is very well sized. The pistol is not ambidextrous out of the box. The slide lock is only on the left-hand side for the right-hand shooter. Of course, standard push-button style mag release there. Takedown system is actually kind of cool on this. You actually have to push the lever out from the back side, which can be done with anything, including the butt of the magazine. Rotate it 90 degrees, and then it comes apart just like the FN pistol. They do give you a little bit of pick rail up front for mounting your favorite light or laser, and then they do include a metal trigger with a striker-fired type dingus on it. Does have a little bit of texturing on the front strap, a nice enlarged trigger guard for use with gloved hands, and then a good amount of texturing on the grip. Kind of looks like a factory done stipple job. It's better than smooth plastic, but despite its looks, it's not very aggressive. And this is on both sides, the front strap and the back strap as well. Talking about some stuff that Ruger really did right with this thing. The target sights with the front fiber are a fantastic option and something that I wish that the original 5.7 had on it. This is a great setup, and especially if you are running a red dot on it, very easy to use. And you know, for iron sights, I do prefer the fiber with the blacked out rear, that target style setup. Really do like the lightning cut in the slide. I just think it looks cool aesthetically. Serrations on front and rear are good, very easy to get a grip on from whatever your preferred angle is to do a press check. The safety system, this is where I think Ruger could have done a little bit better. On a hammer-fired weapon like this, so it actually does have an internal hammer to it, to me, all you really need is a paddle-style safety. With this trigger dingus, you've added another component to it, if you will. One more part to break, one more part to fail. And something that I will point out with this as well, too, if for some reason you don't get this dingus directly square, so let's say you slap the trigger off from a side, what you actually end up with, and you can see that's a decent amount of pressure there, you can actually lock the trigger up, you have to then release it and pull it again. This should not be an issue for most people. But guys, if you're using a firearm for its intended purpose as a defensive tool, anything like that could potentially keep the weapon from firing is something I really don't like. And to me, this is something that really was not necessary on this firearm. What I do like that Ruger improved is this does not have a magazine safety in it like the 5.7 does, and we actually compare them side by side. I'll link you in the video up above. Trigger on this thing, which of course we will measure it with our trusty Lyman digital trigger gauge, but something I did want to point out on this, and very similar to the Ruger competition pistol we did, the trigger leaves a little bit to be desired. So we have our dingus take up, we have our initial take up, we have kind of a mushy wall, we have a lot of creep, and then we have a break. So a lot of travel in that trigger. On the reset, a lot of forward movement. Does give you a somewhat audible click, and then we're back to that creep and a break right at the rear of the travel. So this is definitely something that could be improved. I know I've seen one aftermarket trigger out for this already that did eliminate the dingus. I don't know how much it improved pre-travel, over-travel, or the actual brake feel. But the aftermarket is starting to catch up with these. The big difference between this and the 5.7, which everybody will inevitably compare it to, this is a $799 MSRP with a street price around $600, so give or take about half the price of the 5.7. And for that price, you do get a very solid and respectable firearm. Let's go ahead and measure the trigger here. And we'll get our trigger gauge booted up. So, first pull, right at 3 pounds, 10.8 ounces, so close to that 4-pound mark. Next pull, 4 pounds, 5.4 ounces. And number 3. 3 pounds, 13.2 ounces. We're going to try this just one more time. Three pounds, 12.8 ounces. So actual pull weight, right in that 4 pound range, which is, to me, a very good trigger weight. Still very usable in a match or target type setting, but also very usable in a self-defense type setting. I do wish that they would improve the feel of the trigger just a little bit more, and I wish this checkering was just a little bit more aggressive. If you were carrying this appendix, what's nice is this is not really rough enough to really irritate your skin wherever you carry, whether that be on your belly if you're carrying appendix, or on your side if you're carrying 3 o'clock. But it would have been nice to have maybe some raised checkering or something just a little bit more aggressive to grab the hand. But overall, for half the price of the 5.7, definitely very, very serviceable, and we look forward to getting it out to the range, hopefully this weekend, if not next weekend. Guys, as always, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, train hard.